jump into it, go for that new habit, go for that new lifestyle that we want. For many of us, that is exercising or having a positive outlook on the day, losing weight, just eating healthy in general, cleansing our body. We're gonna look at eating healthier. Look at the 3 different meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just gonna be great for your body. Things that will help cleanse and fill you up and keep you having that energy that you need throughout the day, but not giving you excess fats or sugars. The first thing we're gonna look at is breakfast, which a lot of us are really bad at. It takes time in the morning. If you're like me, I like to roll out of bed, just get ready and go. As long as I have that cup of coffee in hand, I am good for the morning. But breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And with that being said, when you first wake up, you should really drink 8 fluid ounces of water. Not only does it hydrate you, but it's gonna help cleanse your body of those toxins that don't need to be in your body, which is great for your skin. It'll help start to clear it up. Also, a great thing about drinking water when you first wake up, it will help speed your metabolism. If you drink water when you first wake up, it'll take about 40 minutes to 50 minutes for it to be at its peak. So when you first wake up, drink that glass of water, throw that pot of coffee on, and cook yourself breakfast. Today we're gonna do toast with whole grain bread, some slices of avocado, a poached egg on top, a little salt and pepper, cilantro, and it's gonna be a great way for your body to start the day. Whole grains, great because it takes your body a little bit to break down, which is what you want to go throughout the day. You want that avocado, it has some great fat in it for you. Your body does need fats. Poached egg is a great way to add some protein to your breakfast. And then we'll add some fruit. We'll have a glass of orange juice made with 100% orange juice, freshly squeezed them yourself, which is always a great thing. We have a nice toasted bread now. The eggs are almost ready to come out. And now we have the avocado on. Now we have the poached eggs on it. And as you see, they should be nice and soft to the touch. And this is what it looks like with the cilantro. Just adds that little extra freshness to it. And then the next step is to dig in. And what we're looking for here is this egg yolk to be nice and runny, just like that. For lunch, we're gonna jump into whole wheat wrap with some Southwestern style chicken, some avocado, some tomatoes and spinach, and a little bit of bell peppers just to add some more antioxidants in it. So we're gonna go ahead and chop up the vegetables real fast for our wrap. We're just gonna dice and slice a few things. And then next we're going to go ahead and season the chicken with some salt and pepper, and then add some of the Southwest seasoning, which was chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the pan nice and hot. We're gonna do it about medium-high heat. Make sure when you lay the chicken down that you lay it away from yourself. So now that we're about to flip it over, we're almost done, we're gonna go ahead and start the dressing, the avocado dressing that we're gonna use for the wrap. We're gonna dump half the avocado that we use into the blender, some half cup olive oil, some salt and some pepper and some garlic powder, and then we're gonna blend it up and then add about a 1/4 cup of orange juice and finish it up, and there you have our dressing. Now we're gonna go ahead and let the chicken rest a few minutes, and then once it's rested, we'll go ahead and slice it up, and then we'll place the wrap together. Wrap it up and we'll cut it in half and make it look real nice. For dinner, we're gonna have some seared salmon with a quinoa, sweet potato, and apple salad. All right, so I've gone ahead and diced up the sweet potatoes and seasoned them with salt and pepper and the olive oil. And now they're going to be going in the oven for about 20-25 minutes at 400 degrees. So right now we're gonna start the quinoa. We got about a tablespoon of olive oil in the pot. It's on medium heat, and we're gonna go ahead and add the quinoa now. Basically what we want to do is we want to continue stirring it, just let it toast a little bit for about 2 minutes. And this is 1.5 cups of quinoa, and then we're going to be adding 3 cups of water. So we are doing this a little bit ahead of time, just because the fact it's going to take about 15 minutes to cook, and then we're going to want to let it cool off in the fridge for about 20 minutes. So once it gets a little toasted, we're going to go ahead and add the water. And now we're gonna let it get up to a boil, and then we're gonna cover it and turn the heat down and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. And we're gonna season it a little bit with some salt. All right, so the water is starting to boil now, and we're gonna go ahead and turn the heat down to low and cover it and let it simmer for 15 minutes. Alright, so our quinoa is done now. We're gonna go ahead and put it on a plate and we will go ahead and let it cool in the fridge. Alright, so in here we have 6 tablespoons of olive oil and a half cup of apple cider vinegar. And we're just gonna whisk it together real fast. So I'm adding a whole apple diced up, Granny Smith. Now we're adding half of an onion julienne. Now we're adding the sweet potatoes that we had roasted in the oven. So we've gone ahead and added the quinoa and we're just gonna toss that. And then the next is we have a baby kale blend of mixed greens that we're gonna put in. And here is our final product for the salad. Very colorful, full of flavor, great and healthy for you. All right, so just like the chicken, we're gonna wait until the pan gets nice and hot. And then when we do put the salmon down, we're gonna face it skin side down first to allow it to get crispy. All right, the pan is nice and hot now. We're on high right now. We're gonna go ahead and place the salmon down and turn the heat down right away to about medium. This is gonna give the chance for the skin to get nice and crispy and then also to not burn it. So after you go ahead and get the other side seared off, then you have your dish. A little salmon fillet with a quinoa and apple sweet potato salad. All the recipes will be down in the description, so if you didn't quite catch what I did, and I will also give more details and cooking styles, just look down there for any extra information you'd like to see. I think it's important to remember when you start any new habit, whether it be going on a diet or starting to exercise, that if you do fall back or make a mistake or eat something you're not supposed to or miss a day of workout, is to not be too hard on yourself. One of the biggest struggles with it is you start being hard on yourself or being down on yourself. That's when you start falling off. It's important to remember just to pick yourself up and start back at it. You don't dwell on the negative, that you stay focused on the positive and go from there.